You're here with Uncle Bill and the twins. After an exciting week of sports, we're kind of sitting here in the aftermath of the bombing marathon. Don't really know what to say. It's one of those situations where you kind of brought back to reality. And what do you guys think?
I do want to start off by praising the people that went to the hospital to donate blood for the victims, the firefighters, the police officers, the doctors who heroically were able to save lives today. I think those people should be commended. In the aftermath of this tragedy.
What do you think guys think it means? I mean, right now we're all kind of stunned.
Fear is understandable, but I think you got to have courage, and you've got to be able to find strength.
To continue to go to the games?
Yes, because to me, the awful people that did this and other tragedies, that's what they want. They want you to feel uncomfortable. They want you to feel uncomfortable in your places of normalcy, and I don't want to live in fear, even after something awful like this happens.
My problem is my sadness is it quickly turns to anger. You think that the marathon was in honor of the kids that were killed in Newtown, which was another horrific event. And there was the shooter in Colorado. There's that cop killer. There was the guy who started a fire and then started killing firefighters. I mean, what does the world come to where this is? I mean, it's becoming normal, which is the scariest part.
That as a society, we've become so polarized. And the irony of this is that sports is the one area where we're supposed to all be able to come together, no matter whether you're a Republican, Democrat, a patriot, and today's Patriot Day, a patriot or whatever, you come to the races to cheer
Super Bowl.
Everybody, the Super Bowl, everything. But now, are we going to turn even our sporting events into places of hatred? I mean, this could have easily happened at the Masters. I mean, we just finished the Masters with people, same type of crowds. What happens if some nut didn't like Tiger Woods?
Another thing, we're just talking about hatred. I am surprised at all the people that just have to hate Tiger Woods. The New York Post said, Tiger puts his balls in the wrong place again. I mean, in a national newspaper to put, what have we come to where this is something normal?
Right. You think that Tiger was really trying to cheat?
Well, I 100% don't think that, because for two reasons. A, I was listening to the radio today and they were talking about all these rules. And the rules, there were people calling in, been doing the game for 26 years, and they thought they knew the rules, but they don't know the rules.
In my opinion, I think Tiger's caddy deserves some of the blame. I mean, Tiger pays him a pretty good amount to carry his clubs, give advice on putts, and know the rules. He was actually the favorite going into this tournament. He'd done very well in some of the previous tournaments, leading up to this. But will Tiger win a major this year? Will he win one ever again?
He's playing pretty good golf right now. He was in the running. He had a couple of bad breaks. I think that at some point in the near future, maybe the next one, he's got to come back, and he knows it, to get some of these negative people off his back.
But do you think Tiger's back? I mean, beyond what he was, not back in terms of, I thought I've seen him do commercials now, back in terms of 2-3 years ago, we thought that this guy was just done. Everybody was dropping him. But now coming into this, people were actually starting to kind of embrace him, and Tiger's back the same old. They actually thought he was going to win.
Yeah, I mean, he's back in that sense. He's back in the sense that, people are watching golf again. Because I think a lot of people, when Tiger left, a lot of people went with him.
Which by the way, is why they were not going to disqualify him.
Exactly.
Why did they disqualify? Are you nuts?
Right, because every viewer would change the channel.
Right, they said, well, Tiger Woods been disqualified. Click, click. I mean, and that's the reality, right? But the question is, and then that could kind of segue into Kobe Bryant, who's also kind of back, who's back, but does winning, does winning basically vanquish all the stuff that a superstar could do?
Winning, but I think it's also time, because, Tiger's won some small tournaments. He hasn't won a major since, the incident happened. So, I think it's just been some time. People are upset, they're angry at everything that happened, and now I think, some people are still upset at him, but a lot of people have kind of put that behind him.
Got what happened to me here. Kobe's kind of back. And is it a function of just winning?
So we're supposed to like the competitor. I mean, I personally, he could do whatever he wants. I like to watch him play golf because he's a great competitor.
Now, what about Kobe? Now, Kobe is another guy. Before his injury, everybody said about Kobe was back. I mean, he was being embraced.
Yep.
He was almost beloved again.
Level, you know?
Well, I mean, he was playing incredible basketball. He was playing 40-plus minutes for a while now. He had a couple games where he played 48 minutes with his 17th year in the league, almost single-handedly willing this team to the playoffs. I mean, he's been a great leader. He's been playing on injuries. He had a high ankle sprain where they were saying he's out indefinitely. He was back in 2 days. Or 3 days. Before the injury, he was playing some of his best basketball of his career. 17 years in the NBA. He obviously had that knee surgery that we talked about on the show a couple weeks ago, which kind of rejuvenated his career. But the one thing I do not want to see as a basketball fan, as a huge Kobe Bryant fan, is Kobe Bryant come back and not be Kobe. Kobe Bryant come back and be Michael Jordan on the Wizards. We
just, again, want to extend all of our heartfelt prayers to all, because we know a lot of people have people in Boston. You've either gone to school in Boston, have family in Boston. It's really, really, really a sad day. Our prayers are with you guys, and we look forward to seeing you next week on a much, much happier note. So,
thank you.
Here's to health and safety and Godspeed.